guys, welcome back to Exposed, and I wanted to continue this discussion as a separate thing rather than adding it into anything else. Not that I have the gumption or the wherewithal to be bothered my whole doing anything else at the moment. I got a comment on an old video and they just put, "You're a very sad person," and it's like, you don't know how right you are. I am sad. I'm very sad. I am sick to the back teeth of turning the television or YouTube on and seeing babies dying in wars. I'm sick of seeing people's homes washing away down the road. I'm sick of hearing that while people's homes are washing away down the road, other twats are in there stealing stuff. What the fuck is going on with this world? We've got people announcing, "I'm living my best life. I just manifest anything I want." And then we've got people that do no harm having their whole lives turned upside down. I'm sick of it. I really am sick of it. So I thought I'd reply to you all on here. Oh, and that was another thing. I made that video, and in the background while I was talking, there was a piece of film going on. I got an email from YouTube that says, "You can't monetize your video." Well, duh, it wasn't monetized. Why would I monetize a video that said asking for prayers? Who, with a soul, would want to earn money off the back of other people's suffering? Oh, the people who recorded that video do, actually. Why? What? You're there with some sort of detective thingamabob looking for videos that you made of people's lives going down the toilet, and you want to make sure and earn every penny from it. How do they sleep at night? Like Nikki said, 120 dead on 6 states that we know of. Maybe the worst storm of all time. Absolutely awful. And then there's people trying to make money out of it. This is so awful, it's flooding the news channels every day. Thank you, Jules, for bringing it up. Even if you're across the pond, we love you from New Jersey and can't imagine the devastation these people are living through. That's the thing. We've all come together to say a prayer, lift up some good thoughts. I don't know, burn a candle, do whatever it is you do, whatever your religion is. Chant, whatever, for these poor people in the middle of this. I know Elizabeth asked for prayers as well. I will get to your comment in a minute, Elizabeth, but Elizabeth's asking for prayers because of war. Can we not? Really? Who is it that loses out when we're at war? The normal people walking up and down with their little children trying to live a life. They're the ones that suffer. All the rest of you in your fucking bunkers with all your money, fucking pushing things around on a table. Oh, if we go in there, we can blow that up and we can... Really? I fucking hope they've got asbestos underpants. I really do, because I am so fucking sick of this. How about you lot go in a fucking yard somewhere and beat the shit out of each other and leave us all alone? None of us asked for this. Bo said, "Helen death toll tops 100 across 6 figures. Absolutely horrendous. Prayers for all affected. Such devastation, praying for all those affected." See, that's what we're doing here. We're trying to be kind. We're trying to be nice. Melanie, thanks, Jules. My 86-year-old mum is in Asheville. We just finally heard from her. She won't have power for at least 5 more days and won't have water for a minimum of 3 weeks. She lives alone and is running out of supplies. We have a relative that will try to get to Asheville tomorrow to help her out. It's unimaginable. I tried watching Lisa's last video, but her desperation and sense of grandeur really repulsed me above and beyond. Thanks for your compassion, Jules. Love you. Love you too, Melanie. I can't. There is no way at the moment I can do a Lisa or a Lardy video. I just can't. I just want to punch them. And Lardy isn't even around. Poor woman. Patty Cakes, your post touched me, and I just wanted to say I'm praying for your mum. Hopefully she'll get the groceries and water she'll need during this terrible time. Wouldn't it be nice if we could get all our families together, like your sister and her mum? They're in the same place. Get them to huddle up together. That'd be nice, knowing that we're all here praying for them. And at least... But then... Asheville's a big place, isn't it? I'm saying like it's one's round the corner from the other. Thank you, Patty Cakes. My brother got to her today. Oh, great. And brought her lots of water, food and supplies. I'm relieved about that, but saddened there are still so many that need help. There needs to be more, but then I suppose they weren't expecting it. It's like when Katrina happened. They were caught with their pants down, and nothing. It's horrible to watch this. There should be things put in place already. I don't care if you haven't had a hurricane since 1942. You have those things set and ready to go, just in case. Thank you, Judy. Oh, this is a long one. Hey Jules, I live in North Carolina on the coast. I've never commented. Oh, hi Melissa. But I just had to say thank you so much for your compassion and love for asking for prayers for our friends here in Western North Carolina that are suffering from the devastating effects that Hurricane Helen left. Asheville, North Carolina was hit really bad, but by no means the only town affected. At one point they were surrounded by water with no way in and no way out. No electricity, no way to communicate due to down cell towers. Climbing to their rooftops to escape. I just watched a video. And there was this woman saying she was watching her neighbour on top of their roof dying. It's like, really? And then we've got twat features. Oh, you're going to be green with envy. I can't just blame her because she's not the only one. But do you know what I mean? It's like, really, at times like this, can't we all just come together and do something? There must be something we can do. Climbing to their rooftops to escape the rising waters. They still have no running water and there are many unaccounted for people. They lost everything. They need water, food, clothes, everything. Today I heard supplies are being sent in by air and mule to Summit. Poor mules! If it's that high in water, how are they supposed to get in and out? Tennessee was also hit pretty hard. It's so sad and heartbreaking. A couple of days ago I clicked on Lisa's most recent video to see if she would mention the devastation in Western North Carolina. I did not hear her mention it at all, unless I dozed off a second and missed it. And if she did, then I do apologise. No, she didn't. But all she talked about was the usual clothes, etc. I was very saddened by this because I don't think she realises, with her platform and due to all her subscribers and connections with brands, that she could possibly make a difference for them folks. Exactly. Mine's a happy place. Until something goes fucking wrong, and then do something. I'm a teeny tiny little channel in the arse end of fucking YouTube. Nobody listens to me, but they might listen to her. Make a difference for these folks whose lives have been turned upside down. I've heard through social media many heartbreaking stories. One was a lady watched both her parents drown. Oh my God. They were on the roof due to rising water, and the water kept rising. Eventually the house split in two pieces, separating her from them, and she could do nothing but watch as her parents drown. Wow. So very sorry for this being so long. Don't say sorry. I just really appreciate your kindness and love. I'm so sorry you've not been feeling well. Sending prayers for you. Take care and bless you. Don't worry about me not feeling well. That's the least of our worries at the moment. I just want to know that all your loved ones are accounted for, and then their neighbours and their neighbours' neighbours, and it's wrong. What the fuck is going on in this world? I think she watched her parents and her 6-year-old daughter. How do you watch it? No. Update to my comment. This is Lisa's response comment on her channel. This video was made on Thursday AM, the day before it hit. I've lived here on the coast of North Carolina all my life and have experienced many hurricanes, house flooded, etc. I'm very sorry for what's happened and have reached out to those I know that were affected personally. Lisa. She could have put something on her community page. She could have made a really short video the next day. I don't believe her, I'm sorry. If this is the case, I apologise, but I still stand by my comment that she has the platform to help others, people other than the cleaning girls and family or friends. When I hear her say she helps others, it's usually followed by the cleaning girls or her family. Even in this response, she says she reached out to those she knows. She can still make a video or insert a clip on the last one asking for help. Anyone can send help to these folks. Sorry, I'm not the one to bash and talk about people. This makes me very uncomfortable, but the truth is the truth. I agree with you, Melissa. Totally agree. She's full of shit. She could have put on her Instagram where to donate, etc., but she posted a selfie with Sheila instead, and more shilling. Lying bitch. I saw that. Could have edited her video or prefaced it with a message, something, or not drop the video at all, like Jules, and said out of respect there won't be a video today, but she has no class or compassion at all. She's been shilling and linking after that video was released. Look at her pinned post on that video. She says they just got internet back and apologise for the video being late, then proceeds to link 900 items. She's a liar. I live in the same area. We just got some wind and rain. Not bad at all. Oh, I saw that. She's not even a very good liar at that. Really? Why? Why lie? I fucking hate liars, as you all know. Why lie? Would it have killed her to just not put the video up? Wait a week? Really? That's posted twice. Elizabeth. Thanks for being so caring and concerned. These poor people, so much suffering in the world. Lisa could care less. I don't know. My cousin Kat lives in a small town right in the middle of this devastation. This is Patriot Angel. She said it looks like a third world country apocalypse. She's safe but says they're all hanging in there and they're all numb, but they've been really blessed. She lost her husband this year, so it's just her and Mr. Mills, the dog. Oh, they live at the base of a mountain. Oh, Lord. And I wonder if that helped buffer her from the worst of the devastation. Oh, could be. I was thinking about water running down, but you could be right. Her little community is pulled together and are helping each other. She said she's one of the lucky ones and has electricity. Jules, first thing I thought of was Lisa when Kat was talking about how bad it was. And then the pictures and the videos started coming out. Thank you, dear cousin across the pond, to care so much about America and her people. Why wouldn't I? You're going to make me start crying now. I know you would feel that way if it happened anywhere in the world. Lisa is not that vibey empath in her feminine energy, or she would be in the trenches looking for people or helping with children that may have gotten separated from their parents. She should be dragging boxes of her clothes and food, etc. to the victims. My IBS has given me a run for my money also. It's understandable that you can't stomach doing Friday's video due to her selfish attitude. We love you, Jules, for having a big heart. Blessings and prayers to you. I hope you start feeling better. And prayers and blessings to everyone who was caught in the tragedy and their families. Sassy, she's despicable not to comment on it. No excuses. Sadly, weather warfare has been going on a long time. Yeah, I know. And isn't that was that thing, the Hadron Collider or whatever the fuck it was. Oh, let's do a thing and shift the world's centre and see if it fucks anything up. Great. Matt, hope she's okay. I read on and she is, thankfully. Susan, my heart goes out to all those poor people. I can't imagine going through something like that. Do you know what I mean? I'd be down there in my wellies with a shovel. It's like, what can I do? I'm just one person, but I'd want to help. How can she just sit at home when it's people on her doorstep? Like I've said, there was a hurricane and people in her neighbourhood, next village on or whatever, died. And she complained about the weather and her pots blowing over. Then there was another one, and she said she was going to leave the cats on their own in the house with extra food and water and hope that her neighbour would look in on them. And then they didn't go in the end, and all she did was sit in her fucking blue room upstairs complaining that she got no post. None of the things she ordered had arrived. There's an Irish saying, and it's nothing that a slap around the head with a shovel wouldn't cure. The only way Lisa would care if she couldn't get to the shops. That's the only way it would affect her, and that's how it did affect her. She just sat there maudling and moping and crying because she didn't get her orders, and she didn't understand why there was nothing in the shops and there was nowhere to go and eat, and she had to walk through a puddle in her flip-flops to get to their car. I swear to God. Abbey Road, thank you for your kind heart, praying for Florida. Amanda, the devastation and loss is so awful. Every time these storms hit and you see people trying to stay alive and recover their homes and possessions, if possible, it's so sad, let alone everyone who's unaccounted for so far. There needs to be... I don't know what there needs to be. Somewhere, for one, like the local bank or something, right? You hear there's a storm on the way. Everyone should have their own safe deposit box, big enough to put the important things in, like the hand-me-down family jewellery, their passports, their birth certificates, all the things they need. They need to go in there, and then they need to have, I don't know, people come around and help them put all their furniture upstairs to help if there's a flood. If their house blows away, there's not much more they can do about it. But at least have these things in place and then have somewhere for them to go. Like, I don't know, a hotel 2 stories over or whatever. Do you know what I mean? For the period of the thing, let I can't get words out and it's annoying. Let the government pay for everybody to go and stay in the hotel in safety, and have people surveying the area so that twats aren't going in stealing stuff while they're out. See, that's the thing. People are like, all my life's in this house, I'm not leaving it. Because they've got nowhere to put anything, and they're scared that if they do leave the house, everyone and their granny's going to be in there nicking anything that's worth twopence halfpenny. It's something. It's not like these things don't happen. They happen. So have everything in place before they happen. So that you can go and knock on the next door neighbour's door and say, have you seen the news? Yeah, we're going to such and such hotel. Where are you going? Do you need any help with anything? Somewhere to take the pets. And see, then my head starts... You know when you start thinking about things? I was thinking... They need to get all the animals ready and put them in carriers so that they can take them to wherever. And it's like, what if they're hit really quick? And the carriers are knocked off into this mound of water. Then the animals die. Because they drown in the carrier and they can't get out. No matter what way around you think of it, it's all wrong. Avalon dreaming. The hurricane was horrible. It's tragic. Pattycakes, hope your sister is okay. And then Pattycake said, just heard from her husband today. Thankfully they're safe. They have electricity only at the moment, but nothing else. I'm thankful she has a home to return to. Many don't. My heartfelt prayers are with you and your sister and everyone affected by the hurricane. That's Susan. Thank you, Angie. Prayers for everyone. If only it was like some connected force and it really worked and it just lifted people up out of the water and to safety. Like, don't the local government or whatever authorities have motorboats or anything for when something like this occurs so that they can go in and get people? Obviously not enough of them if they do. CC, Melissa has a serious shopping addiction problem. I live 2 states south of Melissa and it's terrible here. Fortunately, my cats are doing fine. Give them a squish from me. It's like, I know we're going on about her, but it's like she lives in a fucking bubble. Really, what goes on in her head? I just don't think about it. Yeah, well, there's times when you need to. I travelled through Asheville 2 hours before this. Wow. 2 hours before this happened. Then I got stuck sleeping in the back of my car because the hurricane took down so many trees along the interstate. It was like trying to drive through a war zone. I had to travel to help a friend in a family emergency and was trying to get back to South Carolina. Wow. Jules, I commented a month or so ago apologising for not being active like I used to on here with commenting, but it seems my comment was deleted. No, I wouldn't have done that. Why was it deleted? I had said my husband had been diagnosed with head and neck cancer and we have spent Monday to Friday in hospital for treatments. Now we wait for the follow-up scans to see if it worked. I hope everyone out there is safe and healthy. Prayers to you all. Christy will be praying for you and your husband as well. I don't know why your comment was fucking YouTube. I know this isn't, in the grand scheme of things, this is nothing, but they've just limited 40 of my videos overnight as well. And it's like, really? YouTube? The world's going to shit and that's all you've got to do, is it? Go around double checking old videos just in case you might have missed something. Wow, thank you for your post. I'm grateful for your comments on Asheville. I heard the only way in now is with a helicopter or plane. Roads are destroyed. I'll be praying for your husband. I'm sorry to hear of his bad bout with cancer. It's so sad to hear about all the tragedies and things people go through. Remember to take some me time when you can so you don't get burned out. God bless you. I just want to get you all in a room and hug you. I remember back in the day when I was with, we had that Happy Mums for Special Kids group on AOL, and we were all over the place. But when we got together on there and emailed each other all the time, it felt like we were in the same room because we all had the same things to deal with. And it's like, I hate that we're all so far apart. Donna, I've said more prayers for people and communities throughout this hurricane and storm. So many need help. I know, Donna, it's heart-wrenching watching it. Cynthia, I don't know how many times Lisa has to prove that she has not one empathetic cell in her structure. There will come a day. There is no life untouched by pain. But Lisa has been afflicted for decades and just doesn't come to any realization because of the people she surrounds herself with. Prayers to all affected by this horrific storm. Elizabeth, rockets being launched over Jordan as Israel is now under attack. Would appreciate prayers here too. Love and hugs to you, Jules, and our YouTube family. Love, Elizabeth. We'll be praying for you. No problem, Elizabeth. That's all my YouTube page is filled with. Horrors in Israel, horrors in Ukraine, people dying in America, and it's like, really? What did... It makes me feel like building an ark. It really does. Feels like the end of times, and I hate saying that. Our house shook under the force of the rockets. Lord. Please stay safe, Elizabeth. Do you have anywhere you can go? See, this is the thing. There's bunkers for the rich and famous. What about the normal people? There's a personal conversation between them two. I'm not reading it out. Deb, I was in shock when I heard about the bombing. You, my friend, were my first concern because I know you are so close to the turmoil. Having your home shake because of rockets overhead must be frightening. Your pleas for peace for all humans does not fall on deaf ears. I am praying for a hedge of protection for you, your family and friends. Please know that even though things are a little chaotic here, you always have a place to stay in Florida. Oh, I mean it. I have the room. My area provides... Oh, you lot. My area provides a peaceful setting on a lake with nature walks. I want you to know that you and any of... and all pets are always welcome. I thought, I can do it. I can do this video. I'll be fine. I feel like a mother hen. Do you know what I mean? I just want to grab you all in. No one should be going through this. Cecily's saying, quite interesting that exactly 66 years ago to the date of this one, there was a hurricane named Helen that stalled around Cape Fear, North Carolina, Category 4, and then went back out to sea. How strange. Shelley's sending prayers. Stay safe, Cookie. Brooke, absolutely will pray, and thank you for bringing light to this. You'd never see Lisa do that. Shake my head. You're bright and joy. You bring us all much laughter and more than that. You have a good heart. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, Patty Cakes. Patty Cake says, to all of you fabulous, empathetic, caring people, Jules included, I wanted to thank you for your prayers for my blind sister in Asheville, North Carolina. Today I finally received a blanket email from her husband who said that they had electricity but no water or internet. He walked to the police, fire station, library areas of town because it's the only place he could get service to send the email. Their home has several roof leaks. Both are elderly and don't have a lot of money to fix it, and took a pretty hard hit during the storm. I'm thankful they still have a house standing, as I'm sure they are too. Asheville is built similar to a bowl, so when it rains it floods. I can't even begin to fathom what it would be like to have no water. I live in the sticks in Texas, and occasionally our water gets cut off for a few hours. That always catches us off guard and seems like a crisis, but it's nothing compared to what Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, South and North Carolina are going through. Imagine enough water even to drink, but not enough to flush toilets. We need water for everything. I appreciate each and every one of you for your kindness towards my sister and your kindness in general. Jules, you have the heart of a saint, and I feel so blessed to have found my tribe here. I never dreamed when I saw your first video that I would find such kindred souls here. My sister will be so touched by the prayers as well. Elizabeth, I remember that you said you were from Lebanon, right? You are definitely in my prayers, as well as all of you other beautiful people here. It's amazing what can happen when women support women. As for Lisa, bad things will come her way eventually. Nobody is exempt. Given the crisis mode she goes into over a missing hair, it's quite obvious she will have no coping skills when that day arrives. All she thinks about is herself. I don't know how she can go on so self-absorbed in the midst of Hurricane Helen. I hoped she might do a video stating she'd give 10% of her earnings off links to the Red Cross or some other like cause, but no. No minute of silence or even a prayer for the missing or lost. Devastating circumstances. She's a Christian in word only. Right, I will be back in a minute. I'm back. It was Jed asking me what I wanted for dinner. Moon Fairy, thank you Jules for your big heart. I'm in South Florida and went through Andrew in '92, which was devastating. These poor people are surrounded by rivers and definitely not at all experienced in dealing with hurricanes. It's heartbreaking. We in Florida are sending help. Thank you for your prayers. I just want to hear that everybody's got out of it and that everyone's safe. I didn't realise it was only your comment. Oh, no. Jules is the best. Elizabeth, thanks for being so caring and concerned. These poor people are so much suffering in the world. Lisa couldn't care less. I'm sure I've read that. Oh, because I did. Right, I know what I did. Ignore me. Right, there we go. Right, so that's the end of this video for now. Like I said, I've got 40 videos or something to re-upload. So if you see a load of lorry videos going up, you can just ignore them. You've probably seen them already. I'm just going to re-upload them because it's easier than arguing with YouTube. And I don't know how long it's going to be until I do an actual proper video, because I've just said to Jed, I can't even look at Lisa at the moment. I just want to thump her. So we will see. But everybody stay safe, look out for each other, pray for each other, and hopefully the next time I make a video there'll be good news. Take care.